Trust me when I say this. I know where the girls are coming from when they say to decenter men and that you shouldn't put any value into what men think of you or how they treat you because they're dog shit most of the time. Okay? I get that and I understand it. The problem I have is as a straight heterosexual woman who's attracted to straight heterosexual men and would like to experience a romantic heterosexual relationship with a man but has never had the opportunity to do so, it makes it hard to really accomplish that. And on top of that, I am force-fed content on and offline on a daily basis, seeing women who are truly valued and treated well by the men in their lives. And that makes me physically ill some of the time. Like having content shoved down my throat of how some women are treated by the men in their lives and how valued they actually are, and knowing that no man in my life has ever actually liked me, like at all, and has never valued me literally at all. It kind of does something to the psyche and your self-worth and your self-esteem, no matter how much self-confidence you have, you know?
Every time I hear people say stuff like, yeah, fuck them, man are trash, all this other stuff, it just makes me think of like that kid in school who was rejected, so then they just start hating on their crush, but they really just liked them the whole time. You know, so they start being mean to their crush. Hey, fuck, she's ugly, but deep down inside,
they want to slob on that knob.
They're kids. What are you talking about? What the fuck, bro? Yo, you been wild today. You just pulling out the gay shit out of nowhere and then slobbing up the knobs of kids. Yo. Anyways, let me move on from my metaphor. All this to say, this is a prime example of hurt people act like assholes.
Do you see your face when you do that?
For what?
That's the only...
Yo.
That's the only reason I do that, because that... when you...
Yeah, I'm giving you that just pearly things look. That's that 16-year-olds are hotter than 29-year-olds.
That's funny,
that look.
I'm just saying that because that's a funny thing to say, and that your face does that. And
okay, careful. Just don't make any tweets.
I'm not gonna make any tweets.
I hope so.
I'm not. It's not serious.
Right.
And my self-confidence and my journey with that has been a journey, you know? And I'm the most confident I've ever been in my life. So I don't really put up or accept men who treat me like dog shit anymore. But then that just leaves me having no interactions with men at all.
All the men you interact with treat you like dog shit. You're probably
Not choosing the right...
I mean, so you knew it's something.
You know what the thing is?
You can't just keep encountering the opposite sex and they're always the same way. Like, what does that really say about men? Then I might as well start taking seriously the guys who meet women. They're like, all the women I meet are gold diggers. It's like, do we take him seriously? No, we would tell him, you're being goofy. You're going after a certain type. If you're constantly meeting dudes who are always treating you badly.
Sometimes I wonder, man. I talk to some people sometimes, and they're like, all the people that I attract are doing that. And I'm like, all the people you attract? Yeah, all the people you attract. Is it all the people that you attract, or is it all the people that you let in? That's people. You just say like that, and people you attract. No, at some point you entertain them. There's other people that get, and I'm just saying general. I don't know this lady, so I can't know if maybe all the people you attract. But that's kind of weird. If all the people you attract are dog shit or treating you like shit, I have a problem with that. Is it all the people you attract or all the people you let in?
All right.
Because there's attracting, and then there's selection. There's something that you do. Whenever you say that, when you saying that sentence, it's like if you had nothing to do with it. You were just present, and then this was just happened to you. So there's that.
I don't think people really understand it unless they've been in this exact position themselves. And also the fact that my connection has to come from friends and family. Whereas those friends and family already have partners, and then they get their connection from them. And then I get the leftovers. And that feels really fucking good also. Literally no amount of self-love will replace what a romantic relationship can do for people. That's an inconvenient, sad truth that I feel like no one on this app really wants to accept. They just want to shove self-love down your fucking throat and individualism down your throat until you are so sick and tired of it that you come on this app, like I'm doing right now, and ranting about it. I just would love for a man to see me as the person that I really am, rather than what I can provide for him. Because I realize that's why a lot of women are in romantic relationships and partnerships with men, is that they have this currency that they can provide for men, this social status. And because I'm not skinny, I can't give that to them. So
okay, just to be clear, most of these dudes are not with skinny women because it's social currency. They're just with these skinny broads because they just find them more attractive.
As they type.
Yeah, a lot of men are not going to overlook the fact that you're overweight. You can choose to do something about it, or you can choose to wait and be patient for somebody who will. Does it make your options slimmer? Maybe. Pun intended. Yes. You can't look at other people who made the right choices in regards to their own body and their health and then be like, whoa, they're only being valued because they're skinny. No, they're being valued because they're choosing to do something that's probably more difficult than being obese.
The point that you was making about this app shoving down the throat that, you know, self-love.
True.
And promoting individuality, I think that I got to give her that. I'm like, yeah, it does. That app does that. And people be saying that to you, and they're like, no, you good. You have to improve your no, and you know, being in a couple feels good. Ask long love, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
When I'm home, he's there for me.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
So I gotta say you're right about that.
they don't take the time to see me as a real person and to get to know me as a real person.
Because they can't your personality. And most people want a romantic partner, they want to If they don't find you hot, they're not trying to find out what kind of shit you writing up in your diary.
That's right.
They don't want to see how intellectually you can they don't give a fuck. They're not attracted to you.
That's their advertisement.
And you know what? I'm pretty confident that if you were really not attracted to some guy and he was making a move on you, you probably wouldn't give him the time of day either.
Which is fine. But same.
That's it.
Same.
If I were to lose 150 pounds, then they would actually get to see me as a real person and they would get to know me as the person. But guess what? I'd be still the same fucking person.
One, you probably would be somewhat different even as a personality. But two, yeah. Absolutely.
That's how it works. Why when you go apply for a job and you go to the job interview, you tidy up?
True.
Why?
Hey,
Just why whenever you have a job interview, you go in there and you're like, oh shit, no, I can't wear that. They're gonna think this. I can't wear this. I gotta put this shirt. I gotta put that. And then you sit and you're sitting straight. And when you give the handshake, you're like, If you be sloppy or you just wear regular clothes, if you wear your regular joggings or whatnot, you're still gonna be the same. You're gonna be the same exact person. But why? You could be going in the job interview like that. I could be going in the job interview like that. No guarantees we're getting the job.
That's true.
Okay, no guarantee. Yo, what's up, partner? You good? I'm still the same dude, and I can give the same service, or I have the same attribute. I know how to work everything. But why? So it's the same thing, I guess, in the dating world. You're still gonna come at your best, and sometimes your base of what you have doesn't fit certain standard. I'm pretty sure that if I go in certain countries, I don't fit the standard. The people are gonna be like, yeah, I'm not gonna date you because my parents are not gonna approve or whatever. This and that and the third.
I'm still me. I wouldn't fucking change. Only my body would. But then automatically that gives them value. That gives them social currency. Even though I didn't change. In here I didn't change. Just my body did.
I just reject that. Like, changing your body is more than just changing your body. It's an act of self-care. It's about how you view yourself and your own wants and needs. Okay? And I'm not talking about somebody who's thick versus somebody who's skinny. I'm talking about people who are like severely obese. Like when you take time to focus on yourself and make that weight go down and treat yourself well and you feel physically better, it's you caring for the very thing that makes you move through life. That's not just changing your body. It's showing some level of dedication, some level of effort, some level of like, I know, discipline. Like there's a lot of reasons to appreciate that beyond just like my body changed. So I don't like the reductionist attitude that she has in regards to that, because most people who've had to lose a substantial amount of weight will tell you it is not just a physical thing. It's mental. It can oftentimes be spiritual. It changes the way you move through life.
And so many women do that. And they go through that just so that they are valued. And how fucking sad is that? How fucking sad is that? But that's just how the world is. That's just, you gotta play the game. Okay.
Nobody was ever going to give me a chance and see my beautiful soul, who I was as a person, and it's heartbreaking. Yeah, I mean, listen, I think what she said about people always talking about self-care on the app and, whatever, fuck the other gender. All that gender war stuff is mad corny to me. It's just like, we need each other. All this hostility that the genders seem to have towards each other, I've lost my interest in the whole dynamic. But as far as the individual goes, whether you be a man or a woman, I hope everyone makes that effort to take care of themselves and to do the things that they can to maximize their own health. And if that leads to better results in a dating thing, that's not a hypocrisy. It's not a bad thing. I think it's an indication that people who are dating out here want partners who are living a relatively healthy lifestyle. And there's nothing wrong with that. I also say, back in the day, you never heard this stuff, but back in the day, people weren't as fat as they are today either.
And back in the days, you didn't have social media. So, yeah, of course, you weren't hearing that stuff as much. As much.
Like, I would look at my mom's pictures from that generation. I'm like, finding an obese person was incredibly difficult. Like, this is a new thing that's come because of the fact that obesity has exploded. So, yeah, people are becoming more strict about that kind of stuff. But it's because we used to already have that standard set up before, no?
Yeah.
So... that's just something I want to add.
But there's some people. There's some people that are actually born in that world. We were not born in a world where there was that acceptance. You understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
So there's some people that are born in acceptance, and then they turn around and they're like, it's like the speech doesn't match where we're really at. The speech is like, no, we should, and then they're like, yeah, we should, and then that's good, and then they realize that, oh wait, shit, it's not. People are not really accepting the fact. So we were not born in those eras of acceptance. We had to actually change our minds. You understand what I'm saying? True. They don't. True. She's probably what, 21, 22? Yeah. She was born into that. She experienced that. Born with a phone in her hand. So that's that as well.
Yeah. Let's know what you guys think in the comments.